Second slide. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Blackpool Makeup Session. Okay, so today, right, since it's 8th of August, so we know that we are actually very close to our National Day. So today's makeup is going to be National Day related. So you see, today I'm clad in white, everything is in white. So I'm actually doing a makeup that is you can consider that as a red and white makeup to actually suit this holiday. Okay, so right now, okay, you can see that I will teach you from the for you can see that my face currently now is actually in bare face. Okay, so right now I will go from all the way from the foundation all the way to the lips and cheeks, and we will actually I will show you how I can have before before you do your makeup, right, what you actually do is that you need to have very proper hydration for your skincare so that to have a longer wearability for your makeups. Okay, so prior to this session, I've actually done my skincare hydration skincare already. So right now, right, I will actually start off before the actual makeup, right, the first thing I will do is actually using the primer. Okay, so if you can see on my so if let's say, right, you have anything that you would like to know about, or you have any makeup problems that you would like to understand, or you can actually comment in the comment box below, and then I will actually reply accordingly. All right. Okay, so first thing, right, is our primer that we have to actually put our primer. So you can see that there are actually some acne on my face. So what I will do is this, okay, I will actually use the Tokyo series, okay, Tokyo and the perfect face help help okay to cover all these red patches quite effectively. That's why you can see that there's actually the green part and the purple part. Okay, the green part, right, is to is to cover up all these red patches that you may have. Okay, so just use a brush. Okay, you'll be more effective in covering up. Okay. Okay, so I think this is quite useful, especially when on certain days, right? Okay, so this on days like that where you can do your cover, this is to make sure that your face, right, will actually have the same even skin tone, so that when you put on your foundation, right, the color will be out. Okay, so you just put on the acne, okay, like this. Okay, okay, okay. Next up, right, for like one, right? So technically, you can see that I'm actually more towards the tan side, Asian tan. Okay, so this purple one, right? We have to use it very carefully because when you use this lilac one, right? If let's say you overuse it, actually it can make our entire foundation look grayish, and then it will actually make it lose its the kind of brightness and glow for your overall foundation. Okay, so what I usually use for this, right? I will use it very carefully. Okay, so what I will do is I will use this, okay, this lilac one, okay, as a cover up as a light cover up for my the eye circles over here, as you can see. All right, okay, so it will just be okay, just lightly go over it. Okay, so you might feel that when you're doing it at this step, right, you realize that your whole face might look a little bit uh funny or comical because you see that there are many different colors actually on your face. But later you will actually see that you will kind of balance out the color on your face as well. Okay. Okay. So this is basically it. So you can see I put it very, very lightly for my for to cover up some of the flaws that I may have. Okay, so this is how it looks like right now. Looks a bit comical, but you will see the magic later. All right. So I will use this one also to do my, because underneath this corrector, right, there's also a very, very light sheer compact over here. Okay, and below there's actually the cushion where you can use to apply it all over your face. So what I will do is I will do it like this. Okay, and then all you have to do is just press and dab it over. Okay, so this, right, you can see it can helps to, is a very fast way. If let's say you want to do a very fast foundation, okay, a very, very light one, this is something that you can actually consider doing. Okay, as you can see, the purple and the green parts is actually gone, and you can see it actually covers up quite well. Okay, so okay, not forgetting your eyes as well, because for myself, you can see that my eyelids are actually quite dark. So what I usually do is I would use more of the concealer and the foundation over at my eye area as well. Okay, so not forgetting your neck as well. Okay, okay, over here. Okay, so you can see like the half face, right, is a bit different already. Okay, this cover up with the foundation, here is without. So you can see actually blends in very well, even with the even though the two color of the primers are actually very, very distinct. Okay, but with the compact, it actually does blend in very well altogether. All right. Okay, so this can be a very, very fast light makeup. If let's say you are going to your nearby neighborhood to do some groceries, okay, this foundation is something that you can, it can gives you cover for a short period of time, because the coverage is actually considered very sheer, so it will not last for throughout the day. All right. So if let's say you are going out, okay, celebrate the National Day together with your family, with your friends, okay, then you probably will need something. Your coverage will have definitely be a little bit more. So we have to do we have to do for your foundation, right? We have to layer up with, okay, a bit more things. Okay, so this gives you a very, very sheer foundation. Okay, this is a very basic way of laying your foundation. All right. Okay, so what we can do now is that we can add on with this. Okay, this is your exact fit cushion foundation all day cover. So this also have a SPF of 50 and PA++. So with this, right, it can also be a very good sunscreen, yet at the same time, it gives a better coverage for your foundation throughout the day. All right, so it becomes, you see that there's this cushion within. This is like a teardrop cushion. And the way why it's shaped like this, right, is to make it easier for application. So when you slot in your fingers like this and dab, right, it'll be so much easier to reach all those corners around your nose, around your eyes. So it'll be easier to reach, and the coverage will be more complete. All right. So the cushion actually looks like this, and the entire packaging of this is very, 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 very nice. All right. So what you do is to just dab and press very fast. You don't have to actually use a lot. Okay. So you realize that actually this one that I'm using, right, is a lot fairer than my actual skin tone, because of today's makeup, right, red and white. I want to present something that is a bit more fairer than usual, and hence I will actually choose a foundation that is actually lighter. Okay, to bring out the effect of my makeup later on. Okay, so later you shall see how I do up my eyeshadow and also my lips to actually show the effect. All right, okay. So you see the coverage is actually a lot more better. You see where I do, okay, where I do only the right side of my face. This is the right side of my face is with the foundation. The left side of my face is without. All right. Okay, so now you can see that actually it's a bit it's more brighter and more glowy. All right. Okay, and you see the other part, I will just add onto it for the foundation. Okay, okay. So one good thing about this foundation, right, as later you can see, right, is actually the cushion is refillable. So meaning that, right, when you have to dispose of this when you're when you finish using it, right, you don't have to throw this entire thing. Okay, what you have, right, is just to close it out, push it out, okay, and you just throw away this. The mirror can get to stay and you can get a refill. Okay, the refill is actually in the package itself when you buy it. So it's like it's this with the cushion as well. Okay, with a refill in it. Okay, let you see. So it comes with actually another refill pack. Okay, so that's why it makes it very, very convenient when you need to when it actually finishes out, all you have to do is just buy the refill. You don't have to buy the entire thing again, which is also more environmental friendly as well. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you see the teardrop one, right? The most of the time, a lot of places that you cannot cover it is mostly at the wrinkles area. Okay, not wrinkles area, the nose area. Okay, whereby you have your 马桶盖 over here. Okay, so usually that's the place where it doesn't get where your foundation doesn't get there when you use by normal application by using your fingers. Okay, so actually, you can prefer to use a cushion, or what you call the 美妆蛋, or you can also use a brush or fingers to actually go to do your foundation. But for me, I like to use this cushion, particularly because I think it makes the application a lot more simpler and easier. And of course, the most important thing is faster. All right. Okay. So not forgetting the neck. Okay, so usually, right, I don't know about you guys, okay? Do you actually do makeup? How to say? How do you all actually do your makeup every day? What are some okay? See, her face is more glowy than I first started. Okay, face. So you can see that glow in this for this. And I think one very good thing is that right, this also includes the PA plus plus, which actually helps to give you a better protection against UV ray, as well as it actually gives you extra protection shield against blue light, which is all the blue light coming from your electronic device, like your handphones, like the laptops. Okay, so that's how this is like open protection. Yeah, I do a little bit of contouring because for myself, I tend to spend a lot more. I think one important thing when it comes to makeup, right, that we all have to take note is that we have to make sure that our foundations is solid. Why is that so? Because if your canvas, right, doesn't look nice, anything that you draw on it wouldn't look nice. Okay, let's face it. Okay, so okay, so if let's say you have like blemishes or acne face, right? Then you must try your best to cover it up as far as possible to make it very, very the skin color to be at least very, very smooth and even out. All right. Okay, so right now you will see that right now you will see that I'm trying to do contouring for my foundation so as to uh make some of the and always there's no this Street Studio Bangkok series, which is the on the go palette. Okay, so there is actually a lot of colors over here. Mainly it's for your blusher, or you can also add as your eyeshadow. It depends on how you use it. But for me, I'm gonna use this the top the as a highlighting as a highlighter for me. Okay, so where do you actually do your highlights, right? You may ask. So I will actually do my highlights at this area, the chin, as well as the parts where underneath my eye. Okay, to actually Asians, right? So usually we have to do to make our features a little bit more enhanced. All right. Okay. So underneath the eyes. Okay. Okay. So you also have to be. I think one thing to note is that for your makeup, right? Um, one thing that's very important is not to make sure that the highlighter, right, you don't overuse it. If not, it will seems like there's two, I don't know, it will look like two spots like spotlight in front of you, all right? So you have to use it with moderately, all right? Okay. And I think especially for contouring is very, very important because it really visible difference just I will do darker one, which is the edges, okay, as well as the eyes over here to give it a deeper look, as well as the chin area to give my face a little bit more V shape. And also, if let's say you have the problem of a double chin, then having a contouring over here will also be good to help you cover away the looks of your double chin. Use of the compact foundation over here to do the contouring part. Okay, so what I will do is I will do it at the side. Okay, I'll just brush it in from outside in. Okay, and you have to make sure that there's no distinct line. Okay, between your foundation. Okay, as well as okay your contouring lines. Okay, so that's why a brush will be useful to help you blend the edges. Okay. Okay, so you have to blend it with the foundation. Okay, okay. So now for the eyes over here, okay, we also do the, sorry, we'll actually do the contouring as well. Okay, so use a small brush over here. Okay, and then you will do it over at this side from the brow down at the side of the nose. Okay, so this will help you to give a deeper look for your eyes, and not only that, it will also make your nose look a bit sharper, sharper than before, because you actually put the highlighting over here, and then this will help you to make it more recessed. All right, so what we will do is, okay, we'll just slightly brush it down. Okay, and here also brush it down. Okay, okay, so you will actually see that your nose is sharper in the sense. Okay, okay, so this is the another one would be to have a contouring over here, your cheek area, right below your cheek. Okay, so as to make your cheek a little more defined. Okay, and to make your face more you have V shape. Okay, so you actually see, okay, that there is a contouring over here. All right, so you make your entire face look more. All right. Okay. So if right now you have just joined us for this FB live, okay. So right now what we're going to do is my black pearl makeup, okay. And this is for and today we have a special edition, okay, which is for the National Day special makeup, and the main theme is red and white, okay. So right now I've just done with my foundation, and if let's say you have any questions regarding foundation, regarding makeup, you can actually post your comments below, okay, and I will reply them accordingly. All right. Okay. Okay, so right now I'm done with my foundation, as you can see. All right. So and the contouring part. Okay, so right now next step, okay, will be my brows. Okay, so you can see that my brows are actually quite defined. Okay, even without drawing, even without drawing it. Okay. Yeah, hello everyone. Okay, you can see this. Okay, eyebrow pencil. Okay, I usually use this pencil. Okay? I usually use eyebrow because this is actually easier for me to fill up the blanks. Because rightfully, I don't have a big patches of brows that I need to fill up. Okay, because it's actually quite defined. Just that some places may have a bit to touch up, then I will just touch up accordingly. All right. Okay, so and also because my brows looks a bit darker than blacker than normal. So what I will do is sometimes to soften the look because usually very dark brows, right? So that makes the person overall look a bit more unapproachable, a bit unfriendly, a bit more yeah, stern. So what I will do is I apply a little bit of concealer on, and if you need it lighter, you can actually put our concealer. Okay, so what we can do is, okay, what we can do is, right, with concealer you can actually make things lighter. Okay, so just put it, okay, to make, okay, and I will just tap it like this so that it will not look so excessively white. Okay, to tone it down a little. Okay, then I'll see where are the areas that I need to touch up. Like you can see over here, there's a little bit of lobang that I need to cover up. So what I will do is, also sometimes for your eyebrow pencil, you will make sure that you don't go like that because this will make the pencil easily broken. What you have to do is just push out the amount that you need, just the tip will be enough, and then just lightly go over it. Okay. So one main important thing is to draw. I tend to not draw sharp edges, like like this. Okay, because it not so nice. Yeah, so I tend to draw something that is more even. The edges is more even, and I will do a bit of filling up in front. Yeah, most probably you will see very obvious difference. Okay, in my brows because it's just merely touching up to make sure that the both side looks the same and actually extend the end of my eyebrow a little because it's running a little bit short. So it actually should match up, okay, to the end of the in this way it should match up from the nose to the eyes and then the end of the eyebrow. Okay, so that's where the end your eyebrow should actually end. Okay, so similarly for the other side. Okay, so I just fill up the little lobangs that I have. And you see that I actually do more reading that lighter. Okay, so extend the end. Okay, because my ends are usually shorter than that. Okay. It's very fast. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the eyeshadow. Okay, so now eyeshadow is very, very important. You know why? Because right now we are all a mask. Okay, the only place that we actually do reveal out most of the time is our eyes and our brows. Okay, this part of the face, right? So actually, your eyeshadow is the only thing that that people can see. Okay, so what we will do is I will actually use this palette, which is your Artistry Studio, okay, the Paris edition, which is your shimmering watercolors, all right? So I'm only going to use one color for it, okay? One color for it, which is this one over here, the white one, okay? And then I'm going to use my brush for it, okay? Oh yeah, way before that, okay? I will actually, because my eyelids are actually darker than the rest, so when you face with things that is darker, what you can do is actually use your concealer. Okay, so I'll just put over the concealer also to make it even lighter, so that the color when I put on the eye color, it can actually stand out. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, so you just dab it across gently. Okay, so it looks like it's lighter, it's fairer, so it's easier to start off like that. Okay, so now things proper. I will start with this lighter color for the front part of the eye, and the front part of, okay. So what I will use is an eyeshadow medium brush. Okay, so I'll just use this color over here. Okay, it's sparkle. It's shimmering white. Okay, so what I will do. Okay, I'll put it in front. Okay, hold on now. Okay. So one thing is that usually when I use for my eyeshadow, I try to use color that is either shimmering or sparkle. Okay, to actually deflect the dark color of my. Okay, so I will just put it here, and usually I'll a little bit more. Okay, now right, putting the color to hold the makeup longer. So the eyeshadow won't drop off so easily. Okay, like this, the shimmer part. So it's one. I usually use only one shimmer color. If not, the entire eye will look really overly sparkle. Yeah, I will try to only use one of the sparkle colors. Okay. Okay, I try to add a little bit more so that you guys can actually see over the camera, over the video. Yeah, okay. This is what I get. Okay, from my ass. And the other side. Okay, so I just cover this. Okay. I think for eyeshadows, right? I think a lot of people are a bit fearful when it comes to doing the makeup. It's because doing eyeshadows because of the mixing of the color that it will not be blended or done in very nicely. But actually, if you use the right brushes for them, you can achieve quite nicely. Okay, so this is the white part. Next, I'm gonna use okay the Tokyo series. Okay, and the beauty box Bookie Glam. Okay, so this time around, I'm not gonna use the color over here. Oops, I'm not going to use the color over here. I'm going to use the lip color because it's red and white. Remember, red and white. Okay, so I'm going to use the red color as for the last 1/3 of my eyeshadow. All right, so I'm going to do something that's more of like a wing shade. Okay, so hold on, let me get something like top. Okay, and now we can use the last color, which is the red color. Okay, so what I will do is, okay, I will do the bottom part first. Okay, so you can see. Okay, the bottom part first. Okay, so I'll just pull my eyelid a little, and then okay, the under one, wing. Okay, that there's a wing over here. Okay, that is a guide of actually the max will not go over. Okay, okay. So let's start. Okay, so here, okay, I'll do a little bit of pushing it in. Okay, like this. Pushing it in from outside in. Okay, so that the color will be deeper at the outside. All right. So if you have any comments regarding feel free to put your comments down at the comment box below. Okay. Okay, so this is how it will look like. Okay, a little bit wing. Okay, and this actually just save the step of having to put an eyeliner also. Okay, because it's like a natural shape. Okay, it actually pulls up your entire eyes already. All right, and next, okay, we will use the eye crease over here. Okay, it's like rounded top here. Okay, what I will do is I'll use the color beside it, the pink color as the blending color, so that there's actually a kind of gradient from the white to the red. All right, and it looks like a flag in that sense. So I'll just do it from here and just quickly move over to the sparkle white. Okay, here. Okay, okay, okay. So I will just touch up a little bit of the red part. All right. Okay. Okay. So you can see this is how this is almost done already. And what I will do now is, okay, I will do the under eyelid with the sparkle white. Okay, sparkle white. Okay, below. Okay, draw it out like this. So you have to be as near to your lash line as possible. Okay, so that's basically complete the entire look. Okay, for the eye. Okay, so this is for the eye part. Okay, so you can see, yeah, there's a gradient for it. All right, so you have your white and your red over here. Okay, so now let's move on to the other side. Okay, for the other eye. Okay, make sure that it's balanced. Okay, so we have this. We start from the under eye first, so that it's easier to draw the wing out. Okay, draw the wing out. Okay, here. Okay, so usually you draw the outline where you know where you should stop. Okay, and then before you fill in the colors for your eyes. Okay, I'll start from the back and push inwards because I want the outer to have a deeper color. So because it's from light, from the inner of your eye all the way to the end. Okay, it's from the lighter to the darker. Okay, so okay, so it's a lot of touching. Actually, it's not easy, especially when you get a good color. Okay, usually sometimes when you get your eyeshadow color, right? Sometimes you see the palette very nice. Okay, but there are times where what you may not be what you get. So for this one, fortunately, right, from artistry, the color where essentially whatever you get here. All right. Okay, so now it's time for the pink one where you use that. All right. Let's do a bit of blending here. Okay. So so that it's not so distinct. Okay. Okay, so this essentially finishes the look for the eyes. Okay, so you have the very winged eyeshadow over here. All right. So this actually completes for the eye. Not forgetting your mascara also. Okay, so what I will do is I'll actually put on the brown mascara. Hold on. I actually put on the brown mascara. Okay. So as to because it's already very loud in terms of the eye shadow, so I will actually put on the brown color mascara in order to not overpower the eyeshadow as well. Okay, so just have to use the brown one and just lightly go over it. Okay, so I think this brown mascara is very good when you want to not you want to actually let your mascara show a more defined or more lengthening look, but yet at the same time, you don't want it to actually snatch away the nice eyeshadow that you have actually put on. Okay, so sometimes I think putting on the mascara is a very important art because sometimes right when we are not careful, we will just have the mascara being hit onto our eyeshadow. But I think one thing good about this mascara is that right, all you have to do is just to wait for a while for it to dry up, okay, and then you can actually just pick it up after it solidifies and it will not affect your overall makeup look. Yeah, so that's why it's so convenient. Okay. And another thing is that it doesn't get very lumpy on your eyelashes when you are using it. Okay, hold on. Okay, and especially the front part. I think previously when I first started out how to do my makeup, I think the most challenging thing is to the mascara because it's like sometimes your eyes just really wanted to twitch a little bit and it just gets but practice always makes perfect. So you keep on putting it on, you will realize that it will become very fast for you to actually put on your mascara already. Alright. Okay, so basically this finishes the eye look. Okay, so right now I will just do the blusher. So because the eyeshadow you uses red, you don't want to have something that is a little bit more loud for anymore. So I will usually choose a more toned down color for the blushes to suit the entire look, right? So one good thing about this Tokyo series blusher, nude kimono nude, right, is that you can just open up, unlock it, unlock it, okay, and you can just straight away tap on. So you can see that the color is very light, okay. So it doesn't snatch away so it doesn't look too overpowering when you take off your mask, okay. And the entire makeup actually does make sense, you know. Okay, so this is for the blusher part. Okay, so you will see that usually depends on your the shape of your face rather. If let's say you are more squarish, then the way you apply your blusher that matters. So it actually can act as a form of contouring also. So for me, I usually because my shape is more towards the oval shape. So what I will do is I usually take have my blusher from here down so it can give the V look also. It helps in the V look, okay, visually. Okay, so that's all for the blusher. And right now would be for the cheek, okay, for the lips, okay. So for the lips, right? So if let's say you pretty much dry up your lips, okay. So what I will do is that I will actually use this Hydro VI cream, okay, to act as to be something that is more hydrating for the lips, so that the lip color will actually stay on. Okay. Okay. So for today, what I'm going to do, right, is something like a gradient is a gradient lip. So you don't see the full color on your lips as well. So what you do is you can see the concealer is a very, very handy and useful item, really, for females makeup. Whenever there is a spot or anything that is darker, you can always use this to cover, and you can also use this to give you a sharper lip, okay, and even help you to do your gradient lips like what I'm doing now. So what I do is, okay, for this concealer, right, I will have it dab over the lids all over, okay, to lighten the color first throughout, okay, okay, like this on both upper and lower lips, okay, and this actually helps to blur the line between your face and your lips also, okay, so that it does not it's quite the current trendy way of putting on your uh lipstick lip color, okay, so basically like this, okay, look like very sick but thereafter, right, okay, you just lose your lip brush, okay, to do the makeup. So what I will use now is actually the Artistry Crimson lipstick. Okay, so one thing I like about the packaging is this. All you have to do is twist and turn, and then you can get your lipstick. Because a lot of times, most of the lipsticks, right, is just open and then you can use it. But there are times where when the lid is when you put inside your bag, okay, the lid of the lipstick is actually open. The lipstick starts to get very messy in your bag. So this design is actually quite cool because like this, you actually lock it very tightly. Okay, lock it, and then when you twist it, then it can be released. All right. Okay, so what I will do is I use the crimson color on the inner part. Okay, here. Okay. Sometimes when using such daring red color, right? Okay, people might find it very daunting to have it all over the entire lips. Okay, so what I will do is I just have it on the inner part of the lips, like this. Okay, and then you can blend it. Okay, so now one thing very useful will be the cotton bar. Okay, so you use the cotton bar and then you do the uh, blending. Then there's a gradient. Okay, so you can see outside is your concealer, which is fairer, followed by a bit pinkish, and then towards inside it's more reddish. All right. So in this way, right, when you're putting something that is very weight, right, you don't find that it's very daunting to sometimes when we put on lipstick, we just thought of having one color and just whack it and put it on. Yeah, because in my mother's time, right, when she's putting on lipstick, it's just when you open, okay, turn it up and you just boah already, right? And you just put on the lips itself. So all you get is only just one color. What you get from the lipstick is only one color. But if you bother to do a little bit of trick here and there, do a little bit of tricks here and there, you can actually do some gradient. Okay, change side. All right, right. So you see there's actually a gradient color over it. Because sometimes need to do a bit of touch up after doing the blending, right? Or at the end. Okay. Okay. So this is what you get. All right. So you can see you have actually a more gradient look for your lids. All right. And last but not the least, okay, you actually need to set your makeup. So what I will use is actually this makeup setting spray. Okay, I like using spray because one thing is that it actually adds on to the hydration effect for your skin, and then it will hold your makeup longer. But of course, you can actually choose to use the powdery type because it actually gives you an overall matte look. Okay, so what I do is just spray it like this to set the makeup. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, so right now, okay, I'll just take down this. Okay, so with the good makeup but without a nice hair is useless, right? As you can see from my hair right now. Okay, so what I will do is, because if you have short hair like me, what I will use is actually I will use this texturing matte wax. Okay, I'll just apply some, okay, to make sure that some parts of the fringe and can just hold it in position. Okay, so I'll just use a bit like this. Okay, have it along here, and then you just style it according to how your hair is like, so that it just does give it a bit more it's more tidy, and then your hair won't be like everywhere. Okay, so just grab it. Okay, and also the back, not forgetting. So what I'll do is I'll just go from the back and then just plug it. Okay, okay. And one good thing about wax, right, is that about this wax that I like is that it doesn't, although it helps you hold your hair in place, but it doesn't give you that stiffness. Sometimes when you use wax, right, it will be like 在那边 then it become very stiff, very rigid, and then it doesn't make your hair looks natural. But I think with this, right, it actually does make the entire hair looks more natural, and then when there's still some life, it's still bouncy when you're walking. So yeah, I quite like this actually this matte wax from Centenic. All right. Okay, and last but not the least, when you go out, 一定要香香的，对不对? As ladies, so what we can do, okay, we can actually add on this fragrant mist. Okay, it's also from our Tokyo series. Okay, we have our Sakura and also our Yuzu. Depending on your mood today, you can choose the one that you like. Okay, so I like the Yuzu fruity flavor today. So what you can do, you can just apply it on your neck. Okay, both sides. Okay, on your wrist as well. Okay, okay. And some people might just want to do it on because it's a mist. So apparently you can spray a little bit more as it will not stay on for that long. So you can spray some of your back as well. All right. Okay, so this is for the mist part. Okay, so this basically completes the entire look for today. So you realize that you see when you're clad in white, right? This makeup actually does quite make sense. And it looks very National Day. So if let's say you are doing so if let's say you are celebrating the National Day with your friends and family, okay, you can also uh take you can also, I hope that today's session, right, will give you some ideas on how to go about doing your makeup when you're going out there with your friends during this weekend. All right. So okay, so this is actually basically the end of my session today. So not forgetting for tomorrow, right? Do stay tuned at our arc.sphere.1969 on our FB. We actually do have sessions on tomorrow. Have very exciting sessions starting at 10 a.m. Okay, we have our four starting at 11 a.m. We have our very four hung coaches who will be there to coach us on our workouts, and we'll start our days with a very energetic workout, following by our Japanese sessions at 1 p.m. Okay, by our Jarrell Sensei. Okay, thereafter there will be our popcorn session. Okay, and also not forgetting there's also one more session which is the diamond session by Karen 大姐. Yeah, so do stay tuned. We have a lot of exciting activities tomorrow, and do stay tuned with us. And also, if let's say you are very keen, okay, to have your to learn how to do some makeups on yourself, or you want to have a hand on it, still feel free, okay, to PM myself or leave a comment at this comment box below. You will actually we can see how we can arrange for a makeup session together at our loft area. And also not forgetting that to also follow, like, and subscribe us at our FB, at our YouTube, at our Instagram at arc.sphere.1969. Okay, so stay tuned next week. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. All right, thank you. Goodbye.